Hey fellas, I just got a very. I'm gonna go to the other room. What's going on? There's a good fight going on. Now I have to. I want to tell you this, and I want you to understand how different societies are between Texas or the United States and Mexico. Now, let me make sure I got the right amount of money, and I'm gonna pay this. I, Hang on, just let me. All right, all right. Let me take you out here so I don't. My wife this morning went into Juarez, Mexico to get some things done and help her mother out today. So, about 2 hours ago, my wife called me very upset and frantic, and she asked me if I could if I could get her from me right now to her. And we have, my wife has an account, and it's just a fucking matter. She needed $2,300. And here's what it is. And listen, I want you to understand how different, just even if you hate the United States, I want you to understand how different life is here for us than it is for our people, than it is for the people in Canada and the people in Mexico. Now I'm going to talk about the state of Chihuahua, the city of Juarez, okay? A while ago, two of my wife's cousins or nieces bought a green Toyota Tacoma, drove it across the border, and then stayed with my mother-in-law, and then tried to drive it from here to the city of Chihuahua to help out with the businesses that they have there. Now, those two girls, their cell phones, they disappeared, and the truck is gone. So one of their uncles from Chihuahua came up and tried to find them, and he disappeared. Now, listen, I don't want this to sound, I don't want this to sound mean, or this is just how things get done down there. They got a call on Thursday that if the family could come up with $2,300, which I believe is like not quite 43,000 pesos, but if the family would give them, from my end, it's less than $2,300, but I sent them $2,300. I've already sent the money, and they'll let them know where those three bodies are. That is the reality. Look. Hang on. That's my remora. Bella. Anyways. I I don't think many of you understand how much corruption is part of average stop is part of average everyday life. It is so entrenched in the Mexican cultures and systems and government that this is considered normal. All my wife's family wants to do is find those people and give them a decent burial. Stop, Bill. I'm trying to. Okay, here, look, I'm going to show you something. All right, if I pet you, you got to leave me alone. Let me finish this video. I'll leave you alone. All right, so. I have been all over Central and South America, parts of Africa, parts of the Middle East, and parts of Asia. There isn't another country like the United States on planet Earth. And that's why a lot of the other cultures are invading here because they think they can take advantage and eventually take control. Try to go to Minnesota and see what Minnesota's like. That's little Somalia. Go to Chirac. That's Chicago. All right, let me get back to the point. You have to pay a price to get the bodies of your family members back. Let that sink in. I love my suegra. I love her family. I love my Mexican family to death. But it boggles my mind that they can't even own weapons. All the fucking bad guys, they have fucking grenade launchers, anti-aircraft, they have drones, they have armored vehicles, they have all the kind of stuff. And you as a regular citizen, you just have to pony up some money to just get the bodies of your family members back. And there's no guarantee that those bodies will be the bodies of my wife's family. But for me, it'll give them something to bury. It'll give them something to move through the grieving process. I don't know how else to tell you this. If you don't believe in the United States, and if you don't believe we are a very unique set of peoples that are doing the best we can to get along, and we are a constitutional republic, we're not a fucking mob-ruled democracy. I'm tired of you fucking dickheads saying we're a democracy. We're not fucking mob rule. This isn't the French Revolution. All right, sorry. It breaks my heart. And you know what? I already kissed this $2,300 away. That's like 43,000 pesos. Just to let my wife's family go and pick those 3 bodies up. And it could be a lie and a scam. If good people, good, hard-working, God-fearing people don't have the ability to fight back, this is what happens. If you think you can always sit down with the people that hate you or want to take advantage of you, and you're going to just work it out in kumbaya and everything's going to work out, Jesus is going to help you. I never saw God or anybody else during any of my battles. I never saw him come down and say, oh, we're going to not let the Muslims win this battle. We're not Chaldeans. You guys, there are Christians in the Arab world that are Arabs, but they believe in Christianity, and they are Alawites. Anyways, I'll just stop. Be glad that you live here in the United States and you have the ability to fight back. We can all have guns and ammunitions and fight back. We can all have freedom of speech, no matter how much you have to fight for it. But the realities of living outside the United States should shock the shit out of you. And you should be very happy and glad that you have the opportunities you have here that you don't have. Listen, post a bad meme or say something bad in the United Kingdom and see what happens to you. Anyways, I have the ability to help my wife's family out for this, and I'm going to do it. And I don't care if they get ripped off or anything. I don't care. I'm just going to help them out. But it's a sad fucking state of affairs when fucking narco-terrorists can dictate the way a country, a city, a state, a community has to operate, or else, because they have all the guns, they have all the power, they have all the money, they have all the political connections. And if you don't believe that, you're insane. All right, enough from me. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, take care of yourselves. Like a fort in a G-string, West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.